Your research isn't making you smarter. It's keeping you invisible. Now, I have no issues with people researching. I think it's a great thing. But there comes a time where enough research has been done and productive action needs to be taken. But the problem here we have is we will research, overthink, analyze some more. And what does it do? It protects us. It protects us from looking stupid, protects our ego from feeling, I could be potentially wrong about this. We want security so bad that we hide behind this word research, that I'm unsure. Dude, it's not your fault. This is a common trap that all of us fall into. And I have fallen into it myself. And I can tell you from experience, I have fallen into this. When I was looking to lose 100 pounds, what was one of the first things I did? Research. Bloody watched every podcast on there. And making notes. Just trying to build this perfect scenario of wanting the outcome that I so badly wanted. But what happened? I had to get in the gym, lift weights, eat right, show up consistently in order to lose the weight. No amount of information helped even shed a single ounce, let alone a pound. So there comes a time you have to pay the price of and put that research into productive action. And the cost of that is you may look stupid. You may get laughed at. You may not know everything at that stage, but the only way you will find out that this is the right thing to do, or this is the right way, by putting one foot in front of the other. That's all. And that is completely normal. See, society is great at telling us that you need a perfect plan. You need a pitch deck. You need this. You need that. You need to have sign-offs from 10 different people. Dude, who are we actually listening to? We're listening to people who probably haven't done what we want to do, haven't achieved much in their lives, but they're giving them opinions on whether this business idea should work, whether this relationship will work. Dude, you know what you need to do. You have enough information. This isn't an information issue anymore. It comes down to a point where it's a application issue. And this is where your consistency or lack of comes into questioning. See, more information does not actually make you safer. You are effectively, it's a weird sense of complacency and security, right? Think about it. More information doesn't actually make you safer. Ask me why. Because I was that person. Before launching my business, I used to have this tendency of more research, but when it came down to commitment and when it came down to actually putting my money where my mouth was, dude, I didn't. And I've given this example already of my friend who's got a 7-figure business now that I advised on. But I can't take credit for that because I didn't put my money. I backed out last minute because I got scared. I'm man enough to admit that. But he's running a successful business. God gave him more success, man. But this is the thing. What I was trying to avoid was to feel safe, that I didn't want to look stupid, that I didn't want to lose my capital. When in reality, dude, I had to just commit. And if we lost money in the way, if we looked stupid in the way, that is just a lesson. But so many people do not want to do that. This society is great at telling us to consume, listen to a podcast, read a book, and we call it progress. In reality, that's not progress. You haven't even taken the first step. So how are you progressing? If you are in the same space as you were a month ago, but you know a lot about the subject, have you made progress? Or have you not made progress? Or are you in the same position? I would actually say you're probably in the worst position because you now know everything, but you don't know how to apply that into tangible actions. So you're worse off than you started effectively. And this is why I want to showcase that there is nothing that will beat real action. I want to introduce this to you. That you have done enough research. You probably know more than anyone around you. You just need to believe in yourself and commit. That's what you need to do. You need clarity on where you're going. And the only thing that you need to concern yourself at this stage is with showing up, with consistently hammering at that task, whether it's a new business, whether it's weight loss, whether it's just finding a new role, going for a promotion, whatever it is. You need clarity and commitment from yourself that, yeah, I can do this. I will do this, whether I like it, whether I don't like it. I've got enough information. So research ends now and action begins. And you will be happy, you'll be more content by taking those bad actions. And believe you me, let me just give you a heads up as well. When you do commit, when you do take action, they will be bad. You're going to fail a lot more. But guess what happens? You now know what not to do. And if you can just get this in your head, that failure and feeling that struggle, that resistance is just part of the process, that you are not just going to hit a home run. You may, but very unlikely, you will be fine as long as you don't give up. Because your competition is not Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. Dude, they are light years ahead. Your competition at this stage is your former self, is your person, your inner voice that lets you down every single time that you want to move forward. That says, wife, this doesn't work out. You need to shut that voice down. You need to just understand and make peace with it that you are going to fail far more than you succeed. But when you do succeed, it will be impressive and no one will remember how many times you failed. And this is the internal authority within you right this second that you have, that you can turn it on and say, you know what, let's go. So get off this video. Whatever you have been putting off, attack it. Enough of listening to self-help content, podcasts, reading. Take action, dude. Fucking just go at it. And when you leave, feel proud that you gave it everything. Even if it doesn't go your way, you will be far better off. At least you tried. You will feel rested. You will feel more alive. You will respect yourself far more than if you just took the easy route out and hid behind research. So if this resonates with you, share this with somebody who's just procrastinating, hiding behind research. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, man. Let's go.